Introduction. Exciting music. Travelers of the world, pay close attention. Has it ever crossed your mind while waiting at an airport terminal or sitting at a train station that these places are bustling hubs of opportunity for meeting someone intriguing? Today, in this episode of Ready for Anything, we're unveiling the step-by-step strategy on how to confidently connect with girls while on the go. Are you ready for this travel flirt game? Let's dive in. But before we take off, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss more insightful episodes like this. Scene 1. Setting the stage. All right, let's set the scene. Airports and train stations are places of high emotions, from excitement to stress, and even nostalgia. People are in transit, perhaps on their way to adventures or returning home. In these settings, you'll find an incredibly diverse group of people, and women who might actually welcome some friendly company. But the question is, how do you get started and not come across as intrusive or unapproachable? Scene 2. The psychology of the moment. Let's take a closer look at the psychology behind this. Travelers often have one thing in common. They're in the middle of a transitional phase, both physically and mentally. This makes them more open to lighthearted conversations to pass the time. The atmosphere is charged with shared human experiences, but appearing genuine and laid back is critical. A girl waiting for her delayed flight is probably not interested in anything shady, so what's the secret? Step 1. The key is context. Observe the environment. Is she reading a book, scrolling through her phone, sipping coffee? These are conversation clues. Step 2. Remember, this is all about numbers. Not every approach will work, and that's okay. A lot of your success rate will depend on how your greeting aligns with the moment she's in. Scene 3. Opening lines that don't fail. Let's talk about tweaking your opening lines. Approaching someone doesn't have to be as complex as a rocket science formula. Keep it casual and playful. For instance, 1. Wow, they should give out gold medals for patience. How long have you been waiting? Perfect if both of you are hanging around a delayed gate. 2. Or, I think I just saw our pilot ordering coffee. Should we be concerned? It's humorous and opens dialogue effortlessly. Humor shows you're lighthearted and approachable. And don't forget, it's a numbers game. Not every girl will jump into a conversation. Sometimes she might not even respond much, and that's okay. Often getting a little laugh or smile is still progress. You're planting the idea that was engaging, even if nothing further comes of it this time. Scene 4. Mastering your vibe and body language. Of course, you can't rely solely on words. Your body language speaks volumes about your intentions. Confidence is key. Stand tall, face her direction, and keep an open gesture. No crossed arms or slouching. In airports and train stations especially, people are naturally cautious. Appear calm and composed, and don't force eye contact. Glance naturally a couple of times. If she meets your gaze back and holds it, that's the green light. But there's a fine line here. Don't be the hovering guy. The last thing anyone wants is to feel boxed in. Respect her space. While doing so, show authenticity. You're not coming at this with the energy of trying to pick up someone. Determine whether there's real chemistry unfolding naturally. Scene 5. Doubling down on shared experiences. One crucial advantage of meeting people while traveling is connecting over shared experiences. You're both travelers, going to or coming from someplace. Use that to your advantage. If you've already caught her attention, now's the time to dive deeper by asking a meaningful but light question. For example, so what's been the best part of your trip so far? Or, do you have any travel horror stories worth sharing? Questions like these are neutral, non-invasive, but personal enough to engage. They also give you insight into whether you're truly interested in continuing the interaction. Scene 6. Planting the seed for continued connection. As your exchange progresses, there may come a moment when you feel like you're getting along. If the conversation seems alive and mutual, it's time to casually segue into creating a connection beyond the travel moment. Try this subtle move. "I'm really enjoying this chat. Let me know if you want to trade info. It might be fun to swap travel tips down the road." This way, it's not overly pushy. You're leaving the ball in her court, respecting her autonomy while offering an option to stay in touch. If she's into it, she will respond positively. If not, keep it cool and move on. Scene 7. Playing the long game, handling rejection confidently. Now let's address a reality. Not every girl will reciprocate. And guess what? That's absolutely fine. This is a numbers game after all. Think of every approach as a practice. It's not rejection, it's part of the process. Each interaction teaches something new. Maybe your humor didn't land this time, but now you know to tweak your approach for next time. Wrap up and key reminders. To recap, meeting someone at airports or train stations is all about reading the room, leveraging shared experiences, and maintaining a vibe that's confident but respectful. 1. Be observant. Notice her actions. 2. Use humor and context when starting conversations. 3. Be genuine and maintain a positive vibe with open and authentic body language. 4. Play the long game. Every interaction is progress, even if you don't get an immediate connection. Remember, being confident yet adaptable is what will make you truly ready for anything. So the next time you're catching a flight or taking a train, don't just zone out with your headphones. Look around. You might just meet someone worth the effort. Before I close out, here's a reminder to hit that subscribe button and join the community. Your next travel adventure could be the chapter where the magic happens. This has been Your Name with Ready for Anything. See you in the next one.